The old hotel stood on a hill overlooking the town, its once grand facade now weathered and worn. The paint was peeling, the windows were boarded up, and the roof had sagged in several places. It was a dark and chilling residence, and no one dared to go near it after nightfall. Locals whispered tales of strange lights and sounds coming from the hotel, and some even claimed to have seen ghosts wandering the halls. But no one knew for sure what had happened there, or why the hotel had been abandoned all those years ago. One night, a young man named Tom was driving through town when he saw the old hotel. He was immediately intrigued by its eerie appearance, and he decided to stop and take a closer look. Tom parked his car and walked up to the hotel. The front door was creaky and groaned as he opened it, and he was hit by a wave of musty air. He stepped inside, and he felt a chill run down his spine. The hotel lobby was dark and dusty, and the only light came from a single flickering bulb hanging from the ceiling. The furniture was all covered in sheets, and there was a thick layer of cobwebs in the corners. Tom felt a sense of unease as he explored the hotel. He wandered through the empty hallways, his footsteps echoing in the silence. He passed by rooms with boarded-up doors, and he could hear strange noises coming from behind them. As he made his way deeper into the hotel, Tom felt like he was being watched. He kept turning around, but he never saw anyone. He started to feel more and more scared, and he thought about leaving. But just as he was about to turn back, he heard a noise coming from one of the rooms. It was a soft, whimpering sound, like someone was crying. Tom hesitated for a moment, then he slowly opened the door. The room was dark, and the only thing he could see was a figure sitting in the corner. As he got closer, he saw that it was a young girl. She was huddled up in a ball, her face hidden in her hands. She was shaking and crying, and she looked absolutely terrified. Tom knelt down beside the girl and gently asked her what was wrong. The girl looked up at him with tear-filled eyes and whispered,
"Help me. They're going to hurt me."
Tom didn't know who they were, but he knew that he had to help the girl. He took her hand and led her out of the room. They ran through the hotel, the girl's sobs echoing in the halls. They finally reached the front door and burst out into the night air. Tom didn't look back as he ran away from the hotel. He didn't know what he had seen or heard, but he knew that he would never forget it. The old hotel still stands on the hill, and it remains abandoned and empty. But some say that if you listen closely on a quiet night, you can still hear the cries of the young girl who was trapped inside. Some people believe that the girl was a guest at the hotel who was murdered many years ago, and her ghost is now trapped there. Others believe that she is a figment of the imagination, a product of the hotel's dark history. Whatever the truth is, one thing is for sure. The old hotel is a place of mystery and horror, and no one who has ever dared to enter its walls has ever been the same.